Inside the McKinley Cowell Paz, Anupab moves up into the top 10. Reza Danica is just forced a little bit wide, tries to look for a cutback.
This is such a test that Kazma has been under, and so far it's all been good. You can see Adananta coming out of the dirty air. This is where the decision is going to be made.
Adananta goes on the outside.
FP1 until FP3, yes, we're trying a lot of things, and then finally I can choose some best attack.
I also cannot expect for myself, but I just try to be stay on the track always, and try to be calm and try to just enjoy the race.
Really, yesterday neither, but he's found something now. Why Nugroho
Looked impressive. Let's have a look at one or two of the others. Karel Idampawi, he's always an impressive rider. Karel Idampawi, Idemitsu Honda Racing Malaysia. Back onto the racers themselves. Here's racer Danica Arends. He stepped up from the 250s last year, former 250 champion. An opportunity to maybe see Anupab Samoon right at the very back. It was a spectacular coming off. Mr. Inconsistency himself, Helmi Asman in row 1, is that right?
We're missing a button on our shirt here.
We are indeed.
I think Rocco's starting in P9.
He is indeed. And we've got Tanat, Jakrapat, Itzara Shanjuntong, Anupab Samoon. Kazma Daniel is not starting 16. To the right of our screen, let's see if Kazma can turn a brilliant qualification into a solid start. Anupab Samoon tries to get off to an absolute flyer right the way from the back. At the front, Kazma Daniel is under pressure, but he will go into the first corner in P1, the young Malaysian. He'll chop off everybody else, and bike number 21 is also in there. That's Adananta Putra. He has made 3 places, but it's Kazma who leads the way. 44 behind him is Karel Idampawi. Karel Idampawi and Kazma Daniel look like they've got off to a superstar.
Before he does it. But this is much better from Karel Idampawi. This is the best we've seen him all weekend in this half lap or so. We've been watching him.
Championship leader Adananta Putra for Astra Honda Racing is there in P4 ahead of Wayne Nugroho. 2 Indonesians together. And behind them, 9.6. Only Karel Idampawi is sticking with him. Wayne Nugroho at 29.9. The front 3 are 3/10 quicker over sector 3 than all the racers behind them.
Yeah, I think Helmi's going to leave it and done a couple of laps.
Ooh,
and
Kazma.
there's a mistake from Kazma. Might have expected at this stage.
He did brilliantly to hold on to it in the end.
He did. I thought he was going to lose more places than that. He's got Adananta for company now, and Wayne Nugroho. Legend Atna coming up alongside his teammate, Reza Danica Arends.
And Sarafuddin Asman and Fairozi Torkatullah. But Helmi has gone into the lead. This is interesting. Oh, this is tough for Helmi. If he is in the lead and you have to take the long lap, you just see everybody disappear away from you. He's really going for it at the moment.
That's all he can do.
A sector 1 inside 2:14. Only Karel Idampawi has been able to match that kind of pace through that first sector. Kazma Daniel's recovered after that nervy turn 15.
That's put him within range of Adananta Putra.
Anupab still not been able to break into the top 10 yet, but this is a fearsome pace being set by Helmi. Fast in sector 3, it's quicker than just about everybody else. 4/10 quicker than the guys from Adananta Putra downwards.
Yeah, it's...
Anupab has a move on the inside of McKinley Cow Paz. Anupab moves up into the top 10. Reza Daniger is just forced a little bit wide, tries to look for a cutback.
I think that was his own teammate doing it to him then. There comes Anupab.
Indeed, ahead of Fairozi.
There comes Anupab.
Indeed, ahead of Fairozi and ahead of McKinley Cow Paz. Kazma Daniel got himself back up into P2 ahead of Khalid and Howie.
Yeah, so Kazma maybe thinking, perhaps I can't wait, perhaps I missed something.
Half a second down on Helmy, whose fastest lap is 2:10.0. Great to see Kazma back. Didn't like to see him struggle last season on the 1000s, but he's looked like he's got his confidence back. Now the Yamaha of Wayonagroho.
He is capable of.
Helmy Asman still has the lead for Idemitsu Honda Racing Malaysia. Khalid Ampawi and Adananta Glass makes the move.
Yeah, there he comes. Just looked as such.
So is this where he takes it? He goes wide indeed.
Yeah,
This is the long lap from Helmy Asman. So he was leading at the start of this penalty. Oh, and he can see everybody going on the inside of him. Where does he return? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Helmy Asman. It's not as bad as it might have been. In fact, he's got ahead of 46 Herjan Atna, and he will be in 6th place. And gets ahead of Wayonagroho. Right then, Anupab around the outside of Helmy Asman, and they have closed up on the riders ahead of them. It was 1.2 seconds. Let's wait until the end of the lap before we really get what the differential will be. But Helmy has dragged Anupab Sarmoon with him.
Have been quick all the way through, as you might expect.
34.0 on that last sector. But they're 1.2 seconds down. They haven't made the impact on Wayonagroho and Tanat that it looked like they were making. 4 laps to go. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, they're probably a little bit preoccupied with each other given the earlier incident.
To qualification time, so we'll start late on tomorrow. We've got a casualty in the rain.
Right, is it's Spice talking about him stepping down from Superbikes to 600s, but yeah, so another big leap down to underbones.
And now he's under pressure from Adananta Pucha. Wayonagroho has dropped down.
Yeah, but yeah, that's Tahan ahead of him.
Brilliant race by Anupab to get himself up into P5.
Yeah, and he's just outpacing Helmy Asman right now.
And the 6 who can genuinely think of a podium. I'm not counting Anupab out of going all the way from back to front, you know, because he's putting pressure on Khalid and Pawi. Maybe we're just 1 lap short for Anupab to rid this, as once again Kazma tries to hold on. He's looking for back-to-back wins, Kazma Daniel. Adananta Pucha is looking for his 2nd win of the season. Anupab has a look on the inside of Khalid and Pawi and goes through on the...
Out of shape under the pressure from Anupab. Anupab maybe got an extra 10th a lap from just sheer grit.
Adananta Pucha genuinely interested in any gap being left by Kazma. 500, it's been excellent from Kazma though, who's been under pressure for most of this race and is still holding on to P1. Kazma Daniel ahead of Adananta Pucha. It's Malaysia, it's Indonesia, it's Thailand, it's...
This is such a test that Kazma's been under, and so far it's all been good. You can see Adananta coming out of the dirty air. This is where the decision is going to be made.
Adananta goes on the outside, Anupab on the inside. Can Kazma get a ride out? Adananta Pucha has left it late, and Adnan Pucha points to number 1 ahead of Kazma and ahead of Anupam Sanakala.
Atlanta seemed to be believing he could do that all the way through. And brilliant from Anupam. Back of the grid, 16th place through to the Honda at the end.
Well, there's your race result. Astra Honda Racing's Adnan Pucha wins it by 1/100th of a second, 2/10 of a second from Kazma Daniel.
Yeah, first I want to say thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Alhamdulillah, in first race I can be the best. Yeah, of course. Thank you also for my family, my friend, all who already support me. Also for my team, all mechanic, all staff for preparing and hard work for this weekend.